What's up, guys? My name is Jordan, the Giant Kassan, and today I'm reviewing WWE Mattel Elite Series 70, Mr. McMahon. Alright, guys, here's the figure in the package. This is like 80s, early 90s Vince McMahon. Definitely before my time. I was very upset when they were making this figure and not like a current day suited Vince McMahon, but we'll get to that. We have the package here. With timeless calls like "What a maneuver!" Mr. McMahon was the voice of WWE for a generation in the 80s and 90s. Career highlights: Chairman and CEO of WWE, WWE Champion, and ECW Champion. This is pretty cool. He looks like Vince McMahon on the back, of course. And then we have the figure. I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up for you, and we're going to see if we like him. Head on over to @TheRoundTableYT on Twitter to find out how you can win a mint on card WWE Mattel Elite Series 68 Pat Patterson. Alright, guys, I have Mr. McMahon out of the package now. This is definitely a pretty awesome figure. I will, like I said, this is before my time, but it is a very cool figure. We're going to get to that, but I do want to show you what he came with. This is probably one of the more unique figure accessories I've seen, and I have no clue how to set it up, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume we start putting pegs in holes, if that makes sense. We probably want to keep... shit, I don't know what I'm doing. That has a hole. Oh, no. I didn't see directions in there. Doesn't mean they weren't in there, but I should be able to figure this out. Alright. And then... So this is an interview stand for him to stand on. I think it's a little unnecessary. They probably used a lot of the budget on this thing because it's a lot of plastic. I don't think it was necessary. I mean, I didn't watch back then, and I know he did have a platform like this because somebody posted a picture of it. But like I said, it's not. This is a lot of plastic. They could have definitely. I mean, I feel like their budget has gone up on these figures. Okay, I think I got this right. I mean, pretty simple. It's not going in very well, but I don't think I have it perfectly lined up. Alright, it's happening here. I think I'll just break it. Okay, it's popping in. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this out after it's in, if that makes sense. Alright, we got it. Boom. Here's an interview stand. I mean, it's not perfect. It needs to go down. We also have a old school microphone here. Pretty fun. He can hold it. I don't know what hand he would have held it in. I don't remember. I was probably negative 10 years old at this time. I was born in 97. At that point, Vince McMahon was Vince McMahon, if you know what I mean. He also comes with some interview hands. It says ugly hands that look like that. I have some pretty ugly hands, but I mean, like, these hands look terrible. I'm gonna put them on him. I definitely think this figure is definitely a figure that I know a lot of people wanted, and I'm happy they made it. It's just not one I was looking forward to. So he can move it while he's interviewing somebody with this hand. Perfect. When I think of interviewers, I know he did interviews, and I know he was definitely like a commentator and stuff, and now he's obviously the chairman. I mean, he was probably back then too. It's just, yeah, he can interview people. I don't know exactly what era this is from. Like it said on the back, the 80s and 90s, but I know it was definitely late 80s, early 90s. So I can only imagine the perfect person to put him with, or maybe not, because I feel like I've never seen him interview this person. But let's go ahead and put the Hulkster up here with him. I'm used to let me tell you something, Mean Gene. So, we got Vince McMahon interviewing Hulk Hogan. How fun. So, this is definitely a fun figure, especially for people who watched back in the day. I am happy that it's a figure that I have in my collection, because now I'm going to go back and probably watch some old Vince McMahon interviews. I like that they made this figure. This figure is very cool, but I wanted a suited Vince McMahon. Well, this is a suited Vince McMahon, obviously. I wanted like a current day Vince McMahon. I do have a more current Vince McMahon. I think at this point it's like 10 years old, but like he still looks pretty much the same. He's a little older now. But here he is. We'll do a little comparison. Man, what drugs and just a shit ton of drama and running a billion-dollar company will make you look like in 30 years. It's amazing. Vince McMahon, I would definitely wanted to, I wouldn't even have cared if they re-released this figure. I got this figure from my brother. He got it off of eBay, I believe. It definitely was in a smoking household, if you know what I mean. He smells like an ashtray, and I got him probably 3 years ago, and he still smells like a cigarette. So, yeah. I mean, you can even see there's some discoloration on his jacket and stuff. So I was hoping for a new, older man Vince McMahon, but I do think it's very cool that we have this guy in the Mattel Elite collection. I think it's definitely an important era for Vince McMahon. I've seen him as this, I didn't watch back then. So what do you guys think about this figure? I definitely think it's a fun one that a lot of people are going to enjoy. They can put it with they just released Mean Gene. They just released, they're releasing like Bobby Heenan, Gorilla, Howard Finkel just got a figure. So I think it's definitely cool that these older announcers are getting figures. So very fun. I do think that this was a little extreme. They'll probably never use it again. I don't see a use for it other than just to say, oh, it comes with this figure. Like, I'm not going to put that on display on my shelf. That's for damn sure. It's huge. It's ridiculous. It's a waste of plastic, and it's unnecessary. What do you guys think of it? I feel like it was a lot bigger back in the day, like compared to him too, if that makes sense. I say that a lot. But yeah, what do you guys think of Mr. McMahon in his 80s, 90s interview look? Definitely think it's a pretty cool figure. Just, yeah. I wanted old man Vince. So, yeah. Make sure you comment down below, damn it. That was a terrible Vince McMahon impersonation. Make sure you guys like this video, comment below, and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Brother, dude, Jack.